It's time to get minimal. This is Alex from Sigma Spirit, a channel for Sigma males who want to understand themselves. And today we're going to talk about minimalism and why I think that we're drawn to minimalism as Sigma males. And also the number one reason why it's important for Sigma males to keep it lean, keep it light, keep it minimal. So my experience with minimalism has been a slow journey toward understanding that I need it. I have to have it because I get overwhelmed very easily. Previously in my life, I've tried to spin too many plates. And even right now, filming for this channel, creating this brand, building this school for Sigma males, it's very easy for me to start spinning too many plates, try to bring on too many things, too many aspects of the business, too many aspects of the channel, instead of keeping it very minimal. And in the last 10 years or so, I've noticed that as my work ethic has evolved and grown, that so too has my ambition. And my ambition has told me, okay, bring on more. We need more. Take on more. And in fact, it's quite overwhelming for me to take on more at any given time. I think a lot of us admire people like Elon Musk or the various entrepreneurs that are famous right now. And it's easy to think that we can extend ourselves as broadly as these super achievers, these outliers, and that we can have this full life and that we don't need to really attempt to do something like minimalism, keeping things lean, keeping things focused, one thing at a time. And I think it's really a mistake, but as a Sigma male, I think that you might be naturally drawn to it anyway, this life of minimalism. And I think it's because of three reasons. Number one, we are independent from the various things that people are trying to chase in the world. We're a little bit independent from this pursuit of things. So instead of building assets and accumulating resources and things like that, we're off chasing experiences, mastering parts of ourselves, developing ourselves. Number two, I think, is because we want to be self-reliant. And because we want to be self-reliant, it keeps our shopping list down. So because we want to do things on our own, we decide that we're going to be on our own. We're loners. We're self-reliant. We're capable. It keeps our focus on doing things that we can do. Can we do them? Okay, we'll do them. We'll do them ourselves. We don't need a product or service or coaching or any of that kind of stuff to help us, which can be good or bad, depending where you are and your level of awareness. But I think that it's important to be aware of if you're just being difficult or if you really truly are being self-reliant. This has gotten me in trouble in my own business by the fact that I think I can do everything, but a true entrepreneur needs to learn how to delegate. And the third reason I think that we're naturally drawn to minimalism is that we're introverted. Being introverted keeps our relationships not to a minimum, but pretty close to it. We try not to take on too many relationships because, frankly, they overwhelm us. Keeps our community small. We live in a tight-knit circle of people when we're introverted instead of being extroverted. With extroversion, you get more opportunities to take on stuff, which can be good or bad depending who you are. But as Sigma males, if we want to be minimal, we want to keep things light, suddenly we're being extroverted and now we're being invited to this and we're being asked for help here and we're being invited to this party and someone wants to play ultimate frisbee with us and all these various things pop up and it can be detrimental to our own leanness. So the last point, I think, the most important reason why we need minimalism and why we might naturally be drawn to it is the fact that having a true, strong, masculine purpose requires a little bit of sacrifice, requires a little bit of minimalism. When you have that thing you're going after, you can't have distractions. And if you're a Sigma male, you might be looking for that purpose, that masculine purpose. You might have been able to focus on what you want to do in this world, what purpose, what mission you want to get behind, while other people might be a little distracted because they're outside of themselves, they're dependent on the social structure, they're reliant on people, and they're not really thinking outside the box. So a lot of people don't have this strong purpose. But with a strong purpose, I think you're going to naturally gravitate towards minimalism. You're going to start looking at relationships and keeping them lean. Things that take your time, you're going to start cutting them off. And even things about your room or your assets, your house, you're going to start looking around and thinking, what value is that to me? Is this bringing value to my life? And if it's not, then you might find yourself cutting it out. And I think this is important, something you have to do, because eventually, if you don't pick your sacrifice, life is going to pick it for you. If you don't go minimal in life, if you don't find the avenue which you're going to be minimal through, maybe that's cutting out surface level acquaintances. Maybe it's dropping a hobby. Maybe it's saying goodbye to this dream you've had that's not really the most important dream. Maybe it's deciding not to be in a relationship. Maybe it's deciding not to date around. Maybe it's deciding to be in a committed relationship, to cut off all the other drama of dating around and stuff like that. Maybe it's deciding to leave the city. Whatever you decide, that's what you need to decide for your own minimalism. Otherwise, you're going to suffer consequences of taking on too much, being overwhelmed, being drained of your life, your energy, and your focus. I hope this sheds some light on minimalism and Sigma males and why we're drawn to that life. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.